As we begin our third annual instrument drive, it's a good time to look back at some of the children and teachers who have benefited from the first 2 years of instrument donations.
My favorite part about being in band is playing with other students because we can kind of relate to each other and all play together and kind of give each other heads up on what we should do and what we shouldn't do.
We get to learn new songs, and we get to be loud without getting told to be quiet.
These kids need the instruments, they need the opportunity, and it's something that can carry them through life. I mean, I play with instrumentalists from all over the county that, are into their 80s playing their instruments. And it's an outlet for life. It's not something that ends in 6th grade. It's something that can carry them through.
If I haven't borrowed a trumpet from school, an instrument, I would have dropped out because I cannot buy it because it costs a lot.
If I couldn't play on a school instrument, then I probably wouldn't be playing an instrument at all.
Yeah, I don't think we'd be in band if we didn't have school instruments.
There could be a kid that really wants to play the saxophone but can't because they can't either afford one or just don't have one that they could use.
Colorado Public Radio has done a great service to these kids by collecting the instruments, making it important that we have music education in schools and supporting it.
These were some of Amy Woodley's kids at Lawrence and Foster elementary schools, kids who were mesmerized by the playing of Colorado Symphony principal flutist Brooke Schoenwald. And now to a wonderful day in August of last year at the Newman Center, where we presented the first 500 repaired instruments from the second annual drive to schools from all over Colorado. Well, the drive was a greater success than we ever imagined it would be. We were hoping maybe to have 500 instruments donated, of which we figure maybe 80% could be repaired. We received more than 1,300 instruments. People were incredibly generous, and they're giving to people they don't even know. These are children they've never met, but they're donors who believe in music and the importance of music education and the positive effect it can have in a child's life.
It's wonderful. The amazing thing when that curtain went up and all those instruments were exposed is just like, wow, that's what it's all about. And we finally see the fruits of our labor.
The schools need help. Often music programs are underfunded and in some cases not funded at all, and they barely have enough to keep going with what they have. So providing new instruments allows more kids to come into the class. They can reach more children.
For the kids, it's going to mean a ton. A lot of our kids aren't able to afford having instruments, and so this provides us a way to give them instruments and take part in something other than their normal school subjects.
These instruments can totally change a kid's life. They can end up becoming a musician for life.
One of our missions at Colorado Public Radio is to keep music alive in the homes of Coloradans and the lives of children. And this is a way we can do that in a three-dimensional way, not just over the air, but to actually get instruments in the hands of children. We'll be reaching not just, say, the 1,000 kids who receive this group of instruments, but in years to come, because the instruments stay with the school. Kids use them while they're there, and then they're passed along to other children. So it's thousands of kids who otherwise wouldn't be able to afford to rent, let alone buy an instrument, will be able to learn to play.